Good morning. Appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak into your life. It does mean a lot to me, and I hope you can gain something from what I feel led to share this morning. In Jeremiah 29:13, it says, "Ye shall seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart." There's a problem with our hearts. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who could know it? Jeremiah 17:9. There's a problem with our heart, our hearts. It's prone to wander, and it's not fixed on God. You all understand that. In Isaiah 29, verse 13, it says, "Wherefore the Lord saith, For as much as this people draweth near me with their mouth, and with their lips do they honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men." It says, "With their lips do they honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men." We've got a problem. We've got a problem. We're prone to wander, and we honor God with our lips, but our hearts are far from Him. We want our own way. And when the Word of God says, "And ye shall seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart," we need to remember that Jesus Christ is the truth. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And when we seek Him with all our hearts, we need to seek Him in truth, because the truth sets us free. The truth sets us free. And when we see verses like Amos 5:21, where He despises our feasts, He hates and despises our feasts and our solemn assemblies when they're set up in opposition to His word. We look at that, and then we see in Leviticus 23 that He's already has established for Israel, which we are spiritually. You can deny that if you want, but that's the remnant. That is the remnant. But if we despise, he despises our feast. If we despise his feast, that he has established the Lord's feast, and we just ignore it. And we ignore the Word of God. Jesus said in Matthew 12:40, as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. 3 days, 3 nights in the heart of the earth. That's the Word of God. You know, someone say, I stand on the Word of God. I'm so standing on the Word of God. Are you really? When you call Friday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday, you say Jesus died on Good Friday, doesn't line up, does it? Think about it. Our hearts are far from him. And in order to line up our hearts with his word, we risk being rejected by man. Rejected by man. Jesus said he didn't receive honor from man. John 5:41, I do not receive honor from man. It's a little bit of a paraphrase, but that's what he meant. That's basically what he said. And then in 3 verses later, he says, how can you believe when you receive honor from one another and seek not the honor that comes from the one and only God? So we got a dilemma. We're looking for man's approval. We're not looking for God's, and that makes us compromise. And then with their lips do they honor me, but have removed their heart far from me. And their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men. Their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men. We don't fear God correctly because our fear towards him is taught by the precepts of men. The precepts of men. So I'm left with a dilemma. Which is, it's really an honor to be able to do it. Is to point things out to make people mad. They don't like it. When I show them things in the Word of God that reveal error in their way of thinking. And I understand that. But I didn't get here. And I'm not saying I've arrived. I don't mean that. I know I haven't. But I didn't get here without going through the same thing. having to reevaluate, rethink, and also come to the revelation that if I'm going to stick with the Word of God, I'm going to get rejected by man, because man, the church, has wandered from the truth. And that's why Paul warned Timothy that he needed to preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long-suffering and doctrine, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. Why not? Why won't they endure sound doctrine? Because their fear towards God was taught by the precepts of men. Their fear towards God was taught by the precepts of men. And with their lips they honor him, but have removed their heart far from him. Isaiah 29:13. Very challenging. Very challenging. And I'm not telling anybody how to proceed in light of loved ones. But I am called to study to show myself approved unto God, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. When I study to show myself approved unto God, and God gives me the inclination to teach His word, I'm left with a decision. So, I've decided. And I have to ask the Lord to search my heart. Search me, O God, know my heart. Try me, know my thoughts. See if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. So we're in this together, aren't we? I guess that means we got to be honest with each other. Lord, help us. Don't give up on us, Lord, please.